I call the town board reorganization meeting being held on January 5th, 2021 to order, and we're doing it via teleconferencing using Zoom with YouTube live stream to the public. This is due to the COVID-19 emergency state and federal bans on large meetings or gatherings, and pursuant to Governor Cuomo's executive order 202.1 issued on March 12, 2020, suspending the open meetings law. Note there's no audience participation, but they may view it live stream on YouTube. No pledge to the flag. First thing is to establish a quorum. Supervisor Oberly here. Councilwoman Cunningham is absent. I'm not going to mention her name in all the further roll calls now. Councilman Giuliano.
Here.
Councilman Dean Michael.
Here.
Councilman Witten.
Here.
Town Clerk Mackin.
Here.
We do have a quorum, so we'll start off. This is mostly all administrative kinds of actions that are being taken here. So just so you have a general idea what's going on. I make a motion that the record reflects that legal public notice was advertised to inform all about this organization meeting. Written notice was made to all council persons and pursuant to town law section 63. All prior adopted rules for meetings of the town board be adopted. Is there a second?
Dean Michael, second.
Any discussion? Okay, roll call vote. Oberly, aye. Giuliano.
Aye.
Dean Michael.
Aye.
Witten.
Aye.
Motion carried. Next one is I make a motion to approve the following resolution. Be it resolved that the town board approves all undertakings for elected officials, appointed officials, and town employees where required as indicated in the town of Clinton insurance outline be made part of the record of these minutes, and that the bonds and insurance provided therein be approved as to amount, form, sufficiency, and filed with the county clerk by the town clerk. Is there a second?
Dean Michael, second.
Any discussion? Roll call. Oberly, aye. Giuliano.
Aye.
Dean Michael.
Aye.
Witten.
Aye.
Motion carried. Next one. I make a motion to approve the following resolution. Be it resolved that the town board authorizes the supervisor to appoint a deputy supervisor, and in the absence of the supervisor, the deputy supervisor is authorized to sign checks and perform other business as required. Is there a second?
Dean Michael,
Giuliano,
second.
Any discussion? Roll call. Oberly, aye. Giuliano.
Aye.
Dean Michael.
Aye.
Witten.
Aye.
Motion carried. Supervisor Oberly appoints Councilman Dean Michael as deputy supervisor with a term of office January 1st, 2021 to December 31st, 2021. At this time, Carol Mackin has an appointment.
And it's my pleasure to reappoint Mary Malloy, Deputy Town Clerk, Vital Statistics Registrar, with a term of office from January 1, 2021 to December 31st, 2021.
Okay, that's done. Next one is to approve 7 resolutions. We can go through each one, but it's a lot of roll call. They've been distributed to the board. They'll be attached to the minutes and all. So I make a motion to approve the following resolution. Be it resolved that the town board approve resolution 1 to make annual appointments to establish town positions and their rates of pay. Resolution 2 to establish town board liaisons. Resolution 3 to appoint consulting professionals. Resolution 4 to designate regular meeting nights for all boards and committees. Resolution 5 to designate official media. Resolution 6 to designate official banks of deposit for town funds. And resolution 7 to make appointments to town boards and committees. So do I have a second?
Dean Michael, second.
Discussion.
Oh, well, yeah, I was just gonna get their discussion. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know who said it. But,
Did we make changes to the liaisons as per our conversation?
well, we will. That's what I was gonna do.
Okay.
Chris Giuliani, in resolutions 2, requested to pick up, in addition to the items listed there, the municipal code enforcement inspector, and moving it from Dean Michael to his duties. And I agree with that and have no
And the reason that I picked this, because obviously there was some stuff changed. And as far as I seen, so, you know, I didn't have a lot at that point on there since things changed and I'm not on highway anymore. That kind of changed there. So
that was one thing I wanted to bring up. I don't mind being appointed to Highway Committee, but it's too bad that Nancy's not here tonight because I thought she did have an objection to that move of her moving out of Highway. And so I just want to mention it. I don't know if we just want to stick with it, but.
well, originally I wanted to stay with highway, Mike. That was my intention. It's a strong suit of mine. Ray has other things on that. You know, that was my thing. I think I'd be better well served than doing the general fund warrant on that. With my experience with, you know, heavy equipment and everything else, working with that. So personally, I'd rather stay on highway, but, you know, I mean, that it depends on how everyone wants to vote on that.
So, as I was saying with Chris, we haven't changed them around so that people who have been on general fund haven't been on highway. So we're trying to just allow people to learn more about other aspects of town government so that they're familiar when we're voting on things and may have some other insight and changes that may be important as they learn things. So that's the rationale. Yes.
I've been on all of them and I have no problem in doing wherever I'm needed. But I do think that Chris has done a pretty good job and I would definitely, you know, want to see Chris stay there, but, you know, I'm available any department. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
So I guess my question is, Dean, do you want Chris to switch with you? Because I think you're on Highway Committee right now. Or, I mean, I'm happy to get the experience doing it.
Yeah, I mean, I think Chris does have a little bit of an experience that helps him do that position better than probably the rest of us.
So there are two of us on there right now. It's Dean and myself.
Right. There's always two.
Yeah. So what I'm saying, so I guess I'm just asking Dean, do you want to be removed or would you rather I be removed? I wouldn't mind staying to get the experience.
Yeah, I mean, I'm willing to give it up because I think that Chris does add a value to that. So I'm willing to do whatever anybody else wants. I've done every position, so it doesn't matter to me one way or the other. But I do think that Chris has more experience when it comes to certain technical things that he has over me when it comes to heavy equipment and construction and everything else. So.
And Mike, I'd look forward to
I'm willing
working with
give
you
it
on
up,
that.
that's all I'm saying.
Yeah. So I'm fine with making that change, and I'll stay at Highway and join Chris.
Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, I had a discussion with Chris at 4 o'clock or whatever it was. And, you know, we moved the municipal code enforcement, former ZA person over to complement the building inspector piece so that, you know, you're looking at both aspects of the same kind of job. So, and he was satisfied with that. So I just think it's good learning process to just move people around because fresh ideas could pop up. Who knows?
And I've certainly asked for it in the past. I'm just saying that
Yeah.
if Chris feels so strong about it, I'm willing to give up my position on the highway as I've done it before. So it's not like I need the experience, but I think he has certain outside experience that helps him do that position better.
Yeah, we all have special skills. I mean, which we can always draw upon. It's not that somebody can't ask him, hey, what's your opinion on this or that or whatever anything else is. And, you know, when we have the vote on pieces of equipment or anything like that, he can certainly provide his guidance, insight and stuff for that as it goes along in there.
You know, my concern again, and Ray, and I know when we sat down and originally spoke about this, there's two things that was bothering me with this, and say I haven't spoken to Mike or Dean on this whole ordeal is basically what I'm not saying, not you know, putting on general fund is not that, saying it's not important on there to sign warrants, and basically that's what the trade-off was, where he wants to put me on highway or take me from highway on that. I think in this time where we're still dealing with budget issues and trying to keep down, I'm better suited on one of the biggest parts of the budget within the highway as far as that goes. And also, I also felt that Dean was being task loaded at the end of the day because he had planning board, zoning board, highway, among, you know, the code enforcement officer and the zoning revision committee all on there, when I was basically getting the building inspector and scenic highway and signing some vouchers. Quite frankly, I don't think that's the best way for the town to move forward. We take our strengths in this time, and I'm a fast learner on pretty much anything, just like everyone else on the board has proven to be as well.
But plus the highway's still dealing with the whole heating system, and
Which
certainly that's
I've been working on as well.
something you've been working on and had the
Mhm.
most experience.
But working on that highway heating system can be done by anybody, okay? Now, he has the particular skills, but you don't have to be the liaison and be in that area to do that, okay? Just like Witten went and got the painting contract for the building. I'm sure he's not an expert in painting.
The thing is, though, is that if we make this change, it's not really changing anything. I'm still getting the extra experience that we're looking for. And Dean already has the experience on the highway, so we're just taking him off of that and putting Chris in, where Chris would probably be more effective than either one of us there.
Yeah, I want to keep it the way it is. I think this is the way to move forward and provide general experience to everybody. And next year, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I don't agree with this, and I think we're going to have to take a vote on this, right? And we're going to have to do them individually, each one of these resolutions individually at that point.
Is that the only one in contention, just number 2?
For me, yes.
Yeah.
Is that the only one? We'll approve all 5 other 6, and then we'll do that one, number 2. And I don't think legally you have a choice. It's my decision.
I think we approve, we got to approve on here, and we have to approve the resolution. So then the resolution.
I understand that. You can approve but the decision of who's where is my decision. It's not a group decision from the board, from a legal
We
standpoint.
can vote down the resolution totally then.
Then we're all in disarray until we decide on what we're going to do.
Well, I mean, Ray, why do you feel so strongly about switch
Well,
off?
you know why I think I'm going to go on the public and say why I think he doesn't like the fact that the highway department has had cohesion with all of, you know, we all work together, and then he had a lot of issues with the highway department, with employee personnel and everything else, and I was a driving force for that to bring things the way it was. So I feel that this is a personal vendetta brought against me. I think that's what this is going about. My experience, we were able to be successful on that. I would welcome the opportunity to work with Michael on that. I think you'd bring some new ones insight on that as well. But that's you're taking, basically I'm coming down from having more hands-on thing to signing vouchers. And that's what Ray's putting me into, and to experiencing vouchers are just, you know, we're going through verifying stuff. So I You know, it's not like I'm coming on and saying, okay, I got the ZBA or the planning board or something else to make real, change on that. But, all right,
At this time, I'm not changing anything. So we'll vote all the resolutions except number 2. We'll take that one out. And we can hopefully approve the others so people get paid to the new rates and all that other banks and all. And then we'll discuss resolution 2. We'll put it to a vote. And if you vote it down, then we have no organizational structure in place. Okay? Because the decision of who goes where is my prerogative. That's a legal issue. So
we'll find
you
out.
want to be this way, that's the way it is. So is that a way of moving forward, at least to get something done?
Yeah, let's approve 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Yeah, anything but 2. Okay, so at this time, the motion has removed resolution 2. And we will then go and do a roll call vote on resolution 1 through 7 minus 2. Oberly, aye. Giuliano,
Aye.
Michael,
Aye.
Witten,
Aye.
motion carried. Okay, now we do resolution 2. I make a motion to approve the following resolution. Be it resolved that the town board approve resolution 2 to establish town board liaisons. Is there a second?
Dean Michael, second.
There's a second. Any further discussion? Okay, roll call vote. Oberly, aye. Giuliano,
No.
Dean Michael,
I guess I'll say aye, because I guess you do have the right to appoint, so.
and Witten.
No.
So the motion did not pass. We
Uh,
have 4, the motion did not pass. So we have no established liaisons and everything will be just status quo, I guess, until we can do something.
Well, we'll speak to Shane. We'll bring it to Shane at that
It's
point.
my decision. That's what the law is. But
Yeah.
you
Well,
guys
we'll
don't
find
want to
out.
follow it? Fine.
We'll find out.
I just don't understand why this is, to pardon the term, but why is this the hill you want to die on, Ray? I mean, we're trying to put the people with the most skills in their most appropriate spot. And this switching Dean and Chris in highway does not change a thing in terms of training people or experience. It just puts the most qualified person in the position.
Well, I was just trying to broaden the experiences of the board people.
And I appreciate it. I want that experience. So that's why I'm happy to go there.
And that's what I was attempting to do. So at the moment, it is rejected. And we're just going to be as we were, where all these things are, as best we can follow until the next town board meeting and decide what to do next. Okay. The next motion is I make a motion to approve the following resolution. Be it resolved that the town board authorizes the payment of contracts, electric, telephone, postage, insurances, cable modem service, bond principal and interest payments, wages, town credit cards, and copier rental fees upon receiving their billings. Is there a second?
Dean Michael, second.
Further discussion? Roll call. Oberly, aye. Giuliano,
Aye.
Dean Michael,
Aye.
Witten,
Aye.
aye. Motion carried. Next one is I make a motion to approve the following resolution. Be it resolved that the town board authorizes in advance the payment for seminars, conferences, and other meetings are paid at the time of registration after prior approval of the town board. Is there a second?
Dean Michael, second.
Any discussion? Roll call. Oberly, aye. Giuliano,
Aye.
Dean Michael,
Aye.
Witten,
Aye.
motion carried. I make a motion to approve the following resolution. Be it resolved that the town board approves town supervisor, town board members, town justices, town clerk, deputy town clerk, town highway superintendent, tax collector, assessor, assessor clerk, building inspector, fire inspector, municipal code enforcement inspector, and justice court clerks be reimbursed for meals at their Dutchess County Association meetings up to $35 or actual cost, whichever is less. Is there a second?
Dean Michaels, second.
Any discussion? Roll call. Oberly, aye. Giuliano.
Aye.
Dean Michael.
Aye.
Witten.
Aye.
Motion carried. I make a motion to approve the following resolution. Be it resolved that the town board approves establishing a bi-weekly payroll for all town employees, including highway employees and elected officials, with the first payday on Friday, January 22nd, 2021. Is there a second?
Giuliano, second.
Any discussion? Roll call. Oberly, aye. Giuliano.
Aye.
Dean Michael.
Aye.
Witten.
Aye.
Motion carried. I make a motion that the town personnel shall be paid 56 cents per mile, which is the 2021 rate, when on official town business with their personal vehicle. Is there a second?
Dean Michaels, second.
Discussion? Roll call. Oberly, aye. Giuliano.
Aye.
Dean Michael.
Aye.
Witten.
Aye.
Motion carried. Any other business before the board? Then we're going to adjourn. Okay, I make a motion the town board adjourns the meeting. Is there a second?
Dean Michaels, second.
Roll call. Oberly, aye. Giuliano.
Aye.
Dean Michael.
Aye.
Witten.
Aye.
Motion carried. The meeting is adjourned. See you next Tuesday night.
Bye, everybody.
Have a good
Aye.
evening.
Bye.